Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back with another very important topic. And as a matter of fact, I did start my series on Nakshatras, and I don't know, I probably have covered about 6 or 7 Nakshatras so far. And this video actually should have come before I started the series, because I wanted you to know as to what pattern the Nakshatras follow in terms of the degrees which they follow, in terms of the area they cover in the zodiac signs. So that was very important for me to explain you through, and I just created this ready reckoner kind of easy way to basically remember the nakshatras and their lordship, and also what zodiac signs they are in, and what is the pattern as far as the lordship of those nakshatras is concerned. So I think that was very important. I should have actually brought it up first before I started discussing the nakshatras. So as you can see on the screen, the nakshatras are divided into the first 120 degrees, the second 120 degrees, and the third 120 degrees. And the total zodiac, as you know, is 360 degrees. And we know that there are 27 nakshatras, so if you multiply the distance of each nakshatra, which is 13 degrees and 20 minutes, times 27, it comes exactly 360 degrees. However, if you break those nakshatras down into 3 groups, the first group, which constitutes or compromises of 120 degrees, starts with Ashwini, and as we know, Ashwini starts from Aries zodiac sign for a distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes, and then Bharani is the next nakshatra, which starts from 13 degrees 21 minutes to 26 degrees and 40 minutes, and that also is in the zodiac sign of Aries. Why? Because both of these nakshatras, of course, as we know that each of the nakshatras are 13 degrees and 20 minutes, and both of these nakshatras, if you add them together, it is still 26 degrees and 20 minutes. I'm sorry, 26 degrees and 40 minutes, which shows us that it is still in the first zodiac sign, because one zodiac sign is 30 degrees in a distance. So this ready reckoner will explain you as to how it goes. So if you look the first column on the screen, you will see Ashwini, Bharani, Krittika, Rohini, Mrigasira, Ardra, Punarvasu, Pushya, Ashlesha. These are the 9 nakshatras, and they will cover a distance of 120 degrees, and 120 degrees will constitute of 4 zodiac signs, so 4 rashis of 30 degrees each. So the Ashwini nakshatra, which starts first, and Bharani will be in the first zodiac sign of Aries, and then it'll move to Rohini, and Rohini will actually have a part of its distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes in Aries, and then it'll move on, it'll jump on to the next zodiac sign of Taurus, and so it'll keep moving until these 9 nakshatras, which cover the first 120 degrees, reach Ashlesha. So Ashlesha is where the 4 zodiac signs end. So this 120 degrees is covered by the first 9 nakshatras. The second 120 degrees is covered by the second 9 nakshatras, and the third 120 degrees is covered by the third 9 nakshatras. So this is how it is. The first 120 degrees, first 9 nakshatras, second 120 degrees, second 9 nakshatras, and the third 120 degrees will cover the next or the last third group of 9 nakshatras, so as to say. So that makes it very easy. Why is it so important? It is very important because, as we know, that each of the nakshatra is ruled by a planet. and we're not going to discuss padas in this video, because I don't want to confuse you with padas, because padas are again subdivisions of each nakshatra, or equal subdivisions of each nakshatras, and those subdivisions constitute of 3 degrees and 20 minutes. So if you multiply 3 degrees and 20 minutes times 4, which is the distance of the nakshatra, it comes to exactly 13 degrees and 20 minutes. But don't confuse yourself with padas right now. Just look at this table, and it's extremely important. Why? Again, why? Because each of these nakshatra, each of these 27 nakshatra is ruled by a planet. So look at the last column of this table, and you will see that the planets represented by these nakshatras are in order of sequence. So that's very important. It's Ketu, Venus, Sun, Moon, Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury. This sequence is very important. Why? Because if you look at the first nakshatra in the first column, which is Ashwini, it is ruled by Ketu. If you look at the first nakshatra in the second column, that is also ruled by Ketu. And if you look at the third nakshatra in the third column, first nakshatra in the third column, that also is ruled by Ketu. So first nakshatra, first column, first nakshatra, second column, first nakshatra, third column, all these three are ruled by Ketu, which means that after 9 nakshatras, the 10th nakshatra again is ruled by the same as the first nakshatra. And if you look at the third column, or the third group of nakshatras, Mula, which is the first nakshatra of the third group of nakshatras, also is ruled by Ketu. So every planet repeats itself after 9 nakshatra. When I talk of planets, we're talking about lordship of these planets over these nakshatras. So similarly, if you look at Venus, the second nakshatra is in these 3 columns. Venus is the ruling planet. If you look at Sun, the Sun rules over the third nakshatra in these 3 columns, or these group of nakshatras. So this table will help you remember the rulership of these nakshatras as far as planets are concerned. We are not getting into the rulership as far as deities are concerned, because the rulership are both found on nakshatras, or the nakshatras have a rulership of deities as well as planets. So we're talking about planets. So look at the sequence. The 10th nakshatra, which is Magha, which comes as a first nakshatra of the second group, Ketu. And then the 19th nakshatra out of the 27 nakshatra, which actually is the first nakshatra of the third group, is also ruled by Ketu. So Ketu will repeat itself after every 9 nakshatras. As far as rulership is concerned, Venus will also repeat itself after 9 nakshatras. As far as rulership of these nakshatras is concerned, Sun is going to repeat itself after 9 nakshatras as far as rulership is concerned, and so is the case with Moon, Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury. But most importantly, like I said, do not forget the sequence. The sequence cannot change. It'll be first Ketu, the next will be Venus, the next to Venus will be Sun, then it will be Moon, then it will be Mars, then it will be Rahu, then it will be Jupiter, then it will be Saturn, and then it will be Mercury. So it keeps repeating itself after every 9 nakshatras. And as we know that these 3 groups will add up to 120 degrees each in each group, and it will also cover a distance of 4 zodiac signs. So the first group will cover the first 4 zodiac signs of 30 degrees each, because 30 degrees times 4 is 120. So the first group of these nakshatras, as you can see in the first column, will cover Ashwini through Ashlesha through first 4 zodiac signs, and the 4th zodiac sign, as we know, is Cancer. The second group of nakshatra, it starts with Magha, where the rulership is Ketu, but it'll start in the zodiac sign of the 5th Rashi, or the 5th zodiac sign of Leo, and it'll end in after 4 zodiac signs after Leo, considering Leo as a part of it. So it'll be Leo, it'll be Virgo, it'll be Libra, and it'll be Scorpio. So Jyeshtha nakshatra will end, or between Magha and Jyeshtha, it'll be 4 zodiac signs, which are Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. So Jyeshtha will end in Scorpio. And then you come to the third. So the third will be starting from Sagittarius, the third group. So Mula nakshatra will be starting from 0 degrees Sagittarius through 13 degrees and 20 minutes of Sagittarius. So between Mula and Revati, it'll be another 120 degrees, which will cover the last 4 zodiac signs, which are Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So Revati will end with Pisces. So that's how it is structured, and it has been very scientifically created as per the ancient knowledge given to us by the ancient sages. And this way you can remember, you know, the zodiac signs, what these nakshatras represent. I mean, what zodiac signs these nakshatras are in. Through this table, this understanding, you can create a mental map of it, and then you know exactly as to, you know, first 9 nakshatras, second 9 nakshatras, and the third 9 nakshatras, what zodiac signs these actually come under. And also you'll be able to mentally remember as to what is the lordship of these nakshatras, because the lords, like I said, repeat itself after every 9 nakshatras. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. And why do we need to remember the lordship of these nakshatras? Because then the characteristics of these nakshatras are going to be influenced by the lordship. So that's a very easy way to remember it. So in the meanwhile, you know, I will recommend subscribe to my channel, check out my website, there is a link below, and I will see you with an interesting topic very soon. Goodbye.